Tonight, you don't die like a king. You don't fall in battle, sword in hand, surrounded by loyal soldiers chanting your name. No, you die slowly, quietly, in a foreign city, far from home. You are Alexander the Great, the man who conquered most of the known world before the age of 30. And yet, in the end, your body will be carried not by triumph, but floating in honey. And as strange as that sounds, it might have been the only thing keeping you from disappearing completely. You wake up in Babylon. The air is thick, heavy, almost suffocating. The city of Babylon is unlike anything you've seen before. Massive walls, towering gates, gardens that seem to hang in the air. But today, none of it matters, because something is wrong. Your body feels weak. At first, it's just a fever, nothing serious. You've survived worse. Battles, wounds, exhaustion. You've marched across deserts, climbed mountains, crushed empires. This is nothing, or at least, that's what you tell yourself. But the fever doesn't go away. It grows. Day by day, your strength slips through your fingers. You stop leading meetings. You stop riding your horse. Soon, you can't even stand. Your generals gather around you, whispering, watching. The man who once stood unstoppable now lies still, and no one knows why. Even today, historians argue about what killed you. Some say it was malaria. Others say typhoid fever. Some believe it was poisoning, a slow, deliberate betrayal. But the truth? No one knows. All we know is this. At just 32 years old, the greatest conqueror in history is dying. You try to speak. Your voice barely comes out. Your generals lean closer. They ask you the question that will shape the future of the world. Who will inherit your empire? And with your last strength, you whisper, "To the strongest." Those 3 words seal the fate of millions. Because the moment you die, everything begins to fall apart. Your empire stretches from Greece to India. It is vast, powerful, unmatched. But it is also fragile, because it depends on you. And now, you are gone. The room falls silent. No dramatic moment. No final battle cry. Just stillness. Alexander the Great is dead. But a new problem begins immediately. Your body. In the ancient world, death wasn't just about loss. It was about legacy. How a king's body was treated determined how he would be remembered. And for someone like you, this mattered more than anything. Your generals know one thing. Your body must not decay. The plan is simple, at least at first. Your body will be transported back to your homeland, back to Macedonia. There, you will be buried among kings, honored, remembered, immortalized. But there's a problem, a very big one. The journey is long, thousands of kilometers, across deserts, rivers, and hostile lands. And this is the ancient world. There are no modern preservation techniques, no refrigeration, no sealed environments. A dead body doesn't last long. Within days, decomposition begins. The smell, the discoloration, the breakdown, it's unavoidable unless you stop it. And this is where something unusual happens. Something that sounds almost impossible. They turn to honey. Yes, honey. It might sound strange to you now, but in the ancient world, Honey wasn't just food. It was medicine. It was preservation. It was power. Honey has natural antibacterial properties. It prevents the growth of microorganisms. It slows down decay. In fact, in some cases, it can preserve organic material for extremely long periods. Ancient cultures knew this. The Egyptians used it. The Greeks respected it. It was considered almost sacred. So your body is placed in a container, and that container is filled with honey. Imagine it. The most powerful man in the world, submerged in golden liquid, silent, still, preserved. It's not just about science. It's about symbolism. Honey was pure, divine, eternal, and in a way, this was their attempt to make you eternal too. Your body is now protected, but the journey has barely begun. Because while your body rests in honey, your empire is tearing itself apart. Your generals, the men who fought beside you, are no longer allies. They are rivals. Each one wants power. Each one believes they deserve the empire. This period becomes known as the Wars of the Diadochi, a brutal struggle between your successors. Among them is one man, Ptolemy I Soter. Ptolemy is smart, clever, patient, and he understands something others don't. Power isn't just about armies. It's about symbols, and there is no greater symbol than you, your body. Whoever controls your body controls your legacy. So Ptolemy makes a move. As your funeral procession begins its journey, he intercepts it. He takes your body, not to Macedonia, but to Egypt, specifically to the city you founded yourself, Alexandria. And this changes everything. Instead of being buried quietly among your ancestors, you become something else entirely, a monument. Your body is placed in a grand tomb, displayed, visited, admired. People travel from far away just to see you. Kings, generals, even future emperors. Centuries later, even Julius Caesar is said to have visited your tomb. Imagine that. A man who would shape Rome itself, standing before your preserved body, looking at you, studying you, perhaps comparing himself to you. Your death did not end your influence. It amplified it, and all of it was made possible because your body did not decay, because it was preserved, because of honey. But here's where things get even more mysterious. Over time, your tomb disappears. Yes, one of the most famous men in history vanishes. No one knows exactly where your body is today. It was once in Alexandria. That much is certain. But after centuries of war, earthquakes, and destruction, the trail goes cold. Some believe it is still buried somewhere beneath the city, hidden, forgotten, waiting. Others think it was destroyed, lost forever. But no one can say for sure. And that's what makes your story so haunting. You conquered the world. You built an empire. You became a legend. And yet, your final resting place is unknown. The man who owned everything now belongs nowhere. But maybe that's the point. Because legends don't need graves. They live in stories, in whispers, in moments like this, where someone, somewhere, is still talking about you. And maybe that's the real reason they preserved your body. Not just to stop decay, but to delay forgetting. Because as long as your body remained, so did your story. And even now, thousands of years later, it still does. You are lying in honey, silent, unmoving, but not gone. Never gone. Just waiting to be remembered again.